Welcome to Underrated 3.0. Today, I'm joined by
Carter Cox,
Davis Van Zandt,
and I'm Will Reynolds, and today we're talking about UK football. And they went to Mississippi State and suffered a very disappointing yet expected loss.
Yeah, with Terry Wilson out, not much can be expected from Sawyer Smith. Even though he was below those low expectations, we will get into that later. I don't think this loss is that big of a deal because we probably would have lost with Terry.
Yeah, and to be fair, we do lose games we shouldn't lose every year,
Yeah.
even when we're good.
yeah, it's like last year when we lost. We had Benny Snell and one of the best linebackers in college football. And we lost at Tennessee. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's so
Look
bad.
at Tennessee now.
So, I think now this is an early prediction. I think with a little bit of work on some key points that we'll get into later, we can be another 10-3 team because we lost Texas A&M and Tennessee, which we shouldn't have lost. This year we lost to Florida and Mississippi State. We shouldn't have lost those games. But
two
we
good
did.
teams too.
Yeah,
Yeah, we literally had the Florida game.
Yeah, we had that in the past.
exactly. We had the Florida game, but we lost.
Yeah.
So
Because we did that to Florida 2 years ago
right.
when we had the
That's
game.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But then, okay, so let's get into this Mississippi State game. All right, so I think a glaring problem, obviously, is Sawyer Smith. But
Well,
to be fair, he was injured. He had a shoulder injury.
yeah, you
And
got a
he was
little
playing through
dinged.
it. Now, that's no
Alexa
excuse.
Sanchez to sign out. Alexa
That's no
Sanchez to
excuse
sign out.
for his stat line. Because it was 15 to 41.
Yeah, below 50%.
You should not throw the ball 41 times if you're hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if obviously we lost Benny, but we still have really good running backs and AJ Rose and the smoke. Yeah.
Right, and every time he threw it, he overthrew. So even with our really good receivers, they can't do anything if
Well,
he's throwing
really
all
good
over the place.
receivers. Lynn Bowden. Oh, I thought he was going to be an NFL guy in a couple
What
years.
about
No,
Ahmad
he's
Wagner?
looked-
Yeah,
he's
Ahmad
looked
Wagner.
disappointing.
He is amazing.
Yeah,
He
he's
would
really
actually
good.
throw the ball.
Either
to
pass
him.
interference or touchdown.
And
So-
he knows.
I mean, so I
Throws the
think
ball to him every time.
yeah. And then another problem talking about running backs. Let's talk about the other team's running backs because we cannot stop anybody from
No.
rushing. We do not have defensive backs that can do that.
Well, our D tackles so far, they've been getting blown off the ball. Quentin Bohanna, I saw this funny thing during the Mississippi State game while I was still watching. He had an offsides, and the announcer goes, "Your face is right above the ball. How did you go offside?" But yeah, I think our coaching definitely needs to be better. Stoops, he needs to make this team believe we can win.
Right. I think that team they get scared every time they try to do something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're conservative with our play calling as well. Eddie Grand, his specialty, the screen pass, it's not really working.
Seems like we do the same passing play every single time, and it always gets third down, and we do something stupid.
That's true. We terrible at converting on third down.
Like if I was the offensive coordinator, pitches to Cavassier Smoke,
Yeah.
double move with Ahmad Wagner, that would be the main focus because you have to get those guys opportunities to make a play because they might be our two most dynamic offensive weapons.
It's true. And I think, our defense needs a lot of work because the quarterback on Mississippi State had 125 rushing yards.
Yeah, we've never been good against rushing quarterbacks.
Right, but we
Yeah.
need to at least stop something.
I mean, think about the backup quarterback for Florida came in and lit us up. It
To be
was
fair,
yeah.
That was
He
a
looked
lot. That was a big throwing performance.
Yeah. He was,
See,
that dude, he did good.
if we let everybody just run straight through us, then we have no one to stop them in the back. We need to stop them before they can even get out there.
so what I'm hearing is that our secondary is not good anymore.
I mean, we
It was
lost
great last
we
year.
lost
Nakira
all
Steele
those
to the main office.
Same
Nakira Steele to the main
Yeah,
office.
Lonnie Johnson,
That's
Mike,
true.
what was his name?
Mike Edwards.
Mike Edwards,
and we
yeah.
lost both those guys.
Yeah, both of them.
See, I think a huge problem that no one's really looking at right now is that Stoops last year he had NFL players on his team, and those players are now in the NFL. They got drafted, so he doesn't know what to do.
Get
With
4
guys that
people
got drafted
drafted
last
in
year.
the first 4 rounds. So.
Exactly. So now what do you do when all your players get drafted? And that's never happened to you before.
Well, I predicted this before the season. We would fall off a little bit, 7-8 team because we just lost our 2 best players, and
That's
Benny
true.
and
That's
Josh
true.
Allen.
And we lost other good players that we didn't
Lonnie
even realize we
Johnson.
needed.
I mean, Cash Daniel. I thought he was going to be our leader. He's just
I know.
a little overrated in my opinion.
Yeah, he doesn't do that much, to be honest.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
just-
like
he
he
just
kind of
kinda
gets
there.
some hype, but like he doesn't really actually perform.
We need better coordination because every time you look at like highlight or like a replay of the play, then he's all over the place. He doesn't know where he is.
He's crazy. He just runs around.
That's his main playing style. It may work sometimes, but when you're actually playing against a team that's strategic, not Toledo, then what are you gonna do?
It works against bad teams because they're just set in stone. But strategic teams can just see that and be like, "Oh, okay."
Right, exactly.
So
So
play action. Don't fall for it.
you just do whatever you need to, and you just beat this Kentucky team.
All right. So, what do you think is the biggest issue Kentucky needs to fix?
Honestly, our tackling is actually horrible. Like
It's
we
definitely-
had 4 opportunities to sack that Mississippi State quarterback, and we missed every single one of them.
Yeah, it's definitely a defense problem.
You think that's
Yeah.
coaching or the players just not
I don't know.
I think it's players.
Yeah,
players? Well,
Because if you look at some of those guys, a bunch of them are freshmen, and they don't know what they're doing out there.
yeah,
In some cases.
because we had so many seniors leave last year, so now we just have a bunch of young, high energy kids pretty much out there.
Right. And so I think a good thing is Sawyer Smith was injured.
yeah.
And so I think if he gets healthy and maybe just throws less and more accurately, then he can win some
Well,
games.
Kentucky game first half, he looked sharp,
Yeah, he did look sharp.
accurate, precision passing,
It's just
almost like a
those
Drew
almost-
Brees sort of way. The
Right.
short passes, and then second half, he's all over the place. He's
Yeah.
doing a sidearm interception, like what? And then first drive against Mississippi State, pick 6. And the linebackers reading him the entire time, looking straight at him, and Sawyer Smith just throws it and pick 6. Easiest play of that.
He has a
linebacker
lot of
line.
potential, and he's definitely not the biggest problem on that team.
So, right now, both of you, would you rather have Gunnar Hoke or Sawyer Smith?
I don't know. I think
Sawyer Smith.
I'd go with Smith.
Smith?
Yeah,
Hey, did you see what he did at Troy?
yeah. It's
No,
just when he
that
throws
almost Troy.
interceptions. When he throws bad passes, he
7
gets
wins.
down on himself.
Yeah. I
He
mean,
just doesn't look good.
well, did you see Kentucky? We're starting a new kicker this week.
Yeah,
Forgot the
Thank the
name.
Lord, that other kicker is so bad.
Well, yeah, Chance Poor. Every time he missed a field goal, he acted depressed like his maid just died. It was
yeah,
bad.
for real. Okay, but anyways, so I think this season we could be okay. I think we're gonna have
Bowl game
I don't
for
know.
sure.
7-8 wins, bowl game. Yeah,
Well, unless
I
we just
mean,
completely
really,
fall
like,
off.
the only other person that we should lose to is Georgia. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we'll end up losing some games somehow.
Yeah, well,
We will.
the
We'll do
South
some
Carolina game kind of worries me.
Yeah,
because I don't know.
I think if we put all our
At
pieces
South
together,
Carolina, that
yeah.
if we put our pieces together, I think we can beat them.
at Vanderbilt game too. Like Kentucky, our road team, and Vanderbilt's a tough place to play.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, they're running
but I
back.
think they can pull it off.
my official record prediction for Kentucky early season 7-5.
It's like 8-4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 8-4 too.
Really?
Yeah, just regular season. I think bowl win too though.
Well,
Either way.
Yeah.
We'll lose to Georgia. That'll be bad. We'll probably lose.
I mean, we'll get killed by Georgia.
And if we lose
well,
to Louisville, I'm
Yeah,
I'm canceling my life.
I think overall, even in these times of despair, we can remain hopeful that college basketball is coming up in the next month.
Well,
And that's it for Underrated 3.0.